So, if you noticed over the weekend, I believe actually Friday, the NDP and the Liberal Party finally came out with a complete plan of what they were going to do, all of their election provinces, where the money was going to come from, where they would invest money, put money into, cut money if they have to, all that sort of thing, right? Of course, the Conservatives, though, have not come out with a plan yet. Now, Poilievre did announce today that he would be releasing a plan as of tomorrow. Of course, conveniently, after all the advanced polls are done, I believe you can still vote tomorrow for a little while with Elections Canada at the Elections Canada office, but the advanced polling stations will be closed. So there'll be basically only the tomorrow with Elections Canada offices and then actual election day. But about 14% of Canadians eligible to vote voted within the first 2 days. I would assume that there's been a good fair amount of people that have voted in the last 2 days, especially Sunday, with it being a holiday. People would have time to go out and would not have to worry about it interrupting work. So he's going to be releasing this plan well after most people have voted, or that's what I'm going to assume. Now, what's interesting is the Liberals put out an article. You can find it on the Liberal website, but I did see it on Twitter. That they think that one of the financial guys over the Liberal campaign seems to think, because he ran the numbers, and you can go and you can look, he's got all the numbers on the Liberal website. He seems to think that one of the reasons that Poilievre has not released a cost breakdown of where he's going to spend money and such and on what is because it's going to amount to $140 billion over 4 years. And the problem is that he's told Canadians that he is going to cut dollar per dollar. And that is a lot of money that you need to cut out of a budget over 4 years. So I'm going to be very interested to see what the Conservative plan is when they release it tomorrow, because I want to see where they're going to include, like, costs, and where they're going to show where they're going to cut. I mean, he's already talked about a few areas that he's going to cut and so on and so forth. But I really don't believe for 1 second that he will allow the expansion of certain programs that are already in process. Like, I don't believe if he were to get into office that the dental plan would expand to include anyone 18 to 64 making under $90,000 a year. I don't believe that he will allow people, like provinces that haven't signed up yet, to sign up for pharmacare, nor would he allow it to include other drugs other than just insulin and birth control. I don't believe. Now, he has said that he will allow anybody who's already on the program to stay on the program, which is why I don't believe that he would expand it out like the NDP or the Liberals will. So, and with some of these programs, they have to be renewed. So the dental plan you have to renew, and continue on. I'm sure the pharmacare plan is probably the same thing. Once the year's up, you have to renew again. And so I could also see him denying or making it very difficult for people to renew after the fact. So I don't believe that he is going to continue the social programs that are helping Canadians right now. I really think, because this is just typical of conservative governments, they will take money from the most vulnerable, and they give tax breaks to the rich. That's just how they've always worked. But like I said, I'm going to reserve judgment. We'll see what he comes out with tomorrow. But I do find it frankly interesting that he's waiting until basically there's like 1 day left for people to vote. And a good amount of people have already come. I mean, he's been campaigning pretty much for like 2 years. Why did you not have a plan ready to go? You should have been the first party to have a fully broken down plan of attack available for Canadians to read, and yet somehow you're the last. Yet we all know Poilievre has been campaigning to be Prime Minister of Canada outside of the election, time, or campaigning time, for like the last 2 years. So really and truly, he has no excuse.